Okay.
Okay.
Alright, Dennis.
So, this is my deck profile. I just got done with a top 4 case tournament at Norfolk, Virginia for Duelist Nexus. Yeah, I'll just get into it. I played Tier again for the second week in a row. This deck's really cool when you're not like hard countered, which is the best deck in Dragon Link, which the only loss I lost to was Dragon Link, so it'll be like that. I'll just speed up since it's basically the same list as before, but just a little bit different. 3 Rhino, 3 of the girls, 3 Tier Cash. This is always going to stay the same. I think 3 Rhino is just superior to the Diviner right now at the current moment, until you actually like need the tuner access. A big change up now is that I'm only playing 1 Shut All card and it's Beast, because I'm not playing the Schism package anymore. I wanted to try out Malicious, and Malicious has been really good for me. I kept bricking on it, of course, but just having this in your hand means that you make a Beatrice, which is neat. And it also gets rid of Trivia Karma from your hand now, which is something I could not do before. After that is 3 King of the Swamp, and the poly that comes with it. You just have to play it. It's the best mill target. You always want to see this card when you mill something. And then Diviner and her fur targets. These cards are so crazy, you just have to play them. You definitely have to play the second shuffler because that comes up a lot. I had games which went down to me having 1 card left to deck literally, and it was all because of these. Yeah, Diviners are, it's even better now I think in this deck specifically, because if you summon this, make mill Granganol, or this for instance, in a tier name, you can make Granganol and dump Malicious, which gets you to Beatrice for another name, so it's neat. Next is 3 Scream, 1 Heartbeat, 1 Grief, 2 Celiac, 1 Meta Noise, and 1 Crime, and then the card that searches all of them was Trivia Karma. I'm probably not changing these ratios for a minute. These cards are nice. This card especially is really, really good. This card, I used it more to search this than anything else this weekend besides Perlerino, because this card is just crazy. It's even more disruption. The 500 attack difference does matter. Besides that, yeah, all of them came up. Heartbeat helped unbrick me really hard, so that card's good. 3 Perlerino. This card just exists. 1 Race Off and 1 Fenrir. Just play 3 of this, please. For my defenses, I played 3 Book of Moon. That was literally the only defenses I played. So if I played against a Rise Heart again, like, yeah, it'd be like, I took the Super Polys out of the main deck because this card is just more like generic and more practical than Super Poly is versus some decks. So it's really nice. And then 1 Foolish Burial Goods, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Terraforming. I played all of these for a reason in my side deck, you'll see in a minute, but yeah, they're nice. I didn't get drolled on this, thankfully, so you kind of just have to keep open mind to play around it, but otherwise this card is cool. For my extra deck, I'll just speed through this here. Usuals: Kaleido Heart, Root Kalos, 1 El Shadal Shekanaga. I play Shadal Fusion side deck, so it's a little surprise. 1 Winda, yeah, just play this. 1 Grapha, 1 Guardian Chimera, 1 Garura, 1 Granganol. This probably is going to just be a staple in the deck for a while, because now you can dump, instead of Applin, you can either dump this or Malicious like I mentioned earlier, and then that gives us to Beatrice later, which I'll show in a second. My Dragon, 1 Draco Stapelia, 1 Dangerous, yeah, this card's MVP. 1 Cross Sheep, still the best card in the extra deck by far. Beatrice, yep, Redoer, and Baron. I only made Baron once. It was kind of clutch, but otherwise, I might cut this because I don't really go into this that much anymore. I think Diviner probably has more purpose being a, what's it called, material for Beatrice than a Baron material. Yeah, these are all really good. This card is sick, like before, it being a quick effect to get the bricks out your hand is nice, especially the Trivia Karma and the 2 Ishizu cards. Finally, side deck, 3 Droll and Lockbird. You just have to play this against degenerate decks. I'm not meaning it because I'm a man, but you'll probably have to play that eventually in the main deck. Oops, let me move all these around for a second. That matters. So I played 3 triple tactic thrusts, and this card has been crazy for me. I play all those one-off spell cards because you can search them now with this whenever you want when you're in a pinch. Pearly plays into it the hardest, I think, besides Cashier, of course. But yeah, Pearly plays into it hardest when they do the whole draw phase of things. So this just gets you to any missing piece you want in your hand. If you have to deal with Noir, so like for instance, if I want to deal with Noir, I'll search this. First Cashier, I would do this to search Dark Ruler if they Shangri-La and standby it. Versus Pearly and versus other random decks, I would search Shaddoll Fusion sometimes. If I didn't need to out Noir, I could just out advantage them with Shaddoll Fusion. Because this card is a draw 1 plus mill 5 all in one. That also gets your card back, it's crazy. I played one Daruma Karma kind of and one evenly matched because these are all searchable when they all came up. Especially this card is crazy because this is the only way we can play around Shifter in tier, because if they Shifter you, you're just dead. And I don't want to play Crossout plus Shifter because there's just a lot of reasons why you don't do it, because you'll mill it or something or banish it, or if you open it's just terrible. Whereas if you get Shifted, you can just go set this off thrust, pass, and then they have a really difficult time dealing with this card. Besides that, I played with Pearly too, it was really good. And then the last card is 3 Super Poly. I don't think I even resolved this card once. I can't even remember if I put the card in. I don't believe so, yeah. This might get cut, but yeah, no one's just playing Mana Dome, so it's kind of weird. I guess that was a test for, or at least this area is not playing it. But I mean, in theory, it's okay. I might become back row removal soon, who knows. But that's the deck. I think the changes make this a little bit better than the one I played last week. But I think the addition of Thrust really changed my deck building perspective on it. I'm just like throwing stuff at the wall right now and see what works for the regional. Yeah, I'll experiment more. I think this card is definitely the key. I don't know if I'm gonna main it yet, but there's definitely a lot to be revising. I'll see you all next week after I win.